What is good, everybody? Thank you for dropping by. Something a little bit different than the usual. I'm back. I'm actually posting a video again, and I have a couple of things I do want to talk about. I'm going to try and talk at a bit of a calmer, slower pace so that I get everything across, that I say everything that I want to. I just wanted to take some time to just talk, really talk to everybody about what's kind of been going on with me lately and why I've been not posting as much as I had said I wanted to a while back when I was trying to make some videos. This video is going to be a bit different from my usual stuff. It's another kind of rant video, but I do feel like I want to say something, so I'm gonna just say I'll have some random anniversary gameplay here in the background that you can see, and I just want to open up about how I've been feeling as a small content creator and as a member of the Dead by Daylight community. So to get things started, I am going to be talking very, very calmly, so hopefully this comes across, but to get things started, I've been feeling for a while that pushing out content right now has been something that's just not really been anything that I've been enjoying. It's not really been worth my time. It's felt very pointless. It's felt like no matter what I was doing, no matter what kind of things I was trying, I'm just not reaching enough people. That like algorithms aren't pushing things. I'm not gaining followers in the right places, and my content isn't good enough. And honestly, it just feels like I'm not making enough of an impact when I am posting stuff. I enjoy making them. I enjoy sticking together a couple of clips from streams. I enjoy recording little videos. I enjoyed doing it, but there was a matter of no matter what it was I was doing, it never felt like it was going to be good enough to get pushed out. So when I was making it, I knew I was putting out something I wasn't really happy with, and it kind of felt like I was speaking, but then there was nobody really listening, or maybe they were listening, but they just weren't that interested anymore. Which again, to an extent, I can understand. Unfortunately, I've been stuck streaming exclusively from my PS5, and that does come with limits. And with limits, there's a sense of this lack of growth that I could have been achieving. And that feeling can be a little bit deflating, especially when you're a smaller content creator. It can kind of make you question why you're even bother trying to push out anything, or you're trying to grow, and it makes it really, really hard to enjoy doing what it is that you actually do like to do when you don't see any payback in any form from it. It's really difficult. On top of this as well, I will say a lot of people in my own bubble will understand this piece. Some of you guys that maybe come across the video, check this out, that don't know. I did a podcast with two online community friends a couple of months back, nearly a year ago now at this point. And I won't lie, when the podcast fell apart, myself, Steve, Seb, we all did agree that it was for the best and we couldn't figure out how to do it. But it was a big blow. It was a massive blow, and it wasn't just losing the podcast itself, but it felt like a lot of people who followed me through that, or were part of the larger community that we had all kind of been a part of, who I really thought cared about me as well, and me as a member of this community and what I was doing, they all just kind of disappeared. I won't name names, but the people that have stuck around through this and who have still consistently come around, of course, I do appreciate. It's like my bubble kind of evaporated overnight when that happened, and it felt very noticeable, and I kind of felt rejected. It felt like it was hard not to put blame on myself or to put blame on other people, when in reality, and I've always said this across my streams, is when the podcast came to an end, it was out of everybody's control. It was nobody's fault. We couldn't plan things around life. Life happened, and that's what happened. But outside of it, it just kind of makes you wonder if what you're putting out there is worth anything, when it really feels like it was only attached to other people. And that's difficult. It's very difficult as somebody that's trying and is really, like, I love this game. I love Dead by Daylight. I love the community that I do have. But it does really put a strain on your own effort when it's never really getting talked about by anybody, and they're never really giving you the props that you feel you want to be getting from people. And it seems so egotistical to say things like this, to be like, oh, everybody should be telling me that I'm doing an amazing job, or oh, this and that and the other. It's very difficult when you want to be putting the effort out for the people that you want to see the stuff you're making, because at the end of the day, I want to be making things that people in my bubble and a wider bubble are able to enjoy together. Which does kind of let me segue into the next part of why I decided to make this video and why I haven't posted in however long it has been now. And it's because another thing I really do want to talk about, and I want to get my just emotions out in a video, and my community, and maybe the Dead by Daylight community will come across it, is just that, like, I feel very, no other word I can really think of, but I feel very alienated when it comes to Dead by Daylight as a community for the last couple of months. Which is really hard to say because I do love this game and I do love the community that I have, but I play this game a lot. A lot. I do. I play this game more than any other game I've ever played. My hours, I'm up on like 6,000 or 7,000 hours at this point. But it really feels like I just don't fit in anywhere. Which, it sounds like, wow, I feel bad for me. But like, no community seems to connect with me or take me in openly. And it's not like I've made a ton of stream friends in the last while. I don't feel like I'm connecting with people in the community, and that's been really isolating to come to terms with, is when you're trying to be a content creator in a community that is based off of such a wide variety of people and such a large community, especially when it came to the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter. I really felt like if I was in there and trying to be around people, that we'd bubble and I'd meet people and I'd come friendly with people online, and that just didn't happen. And it's not like, again, it's not like I haven't made a bunch of friends from stream. At my community, I've known so many people for so many years now. There's people in my community that have been there for years. There's people that are only there a couple of weeks, couple of months. It's not like I haven't come across people. It just feels like I don't get to broaden. I don't get to get out there. I don't get to meet. I don't get the socialness of it. And I just don't feel like I'm connecting with people in the community, and that has been isolating. It feels very isolating to see other members that I like so many people in this community, and I watch so many people, and you get to watch them all grow, and you get to see them expand, and you get to see them, everybody just starts to grow into this bigger community, and it starts to feel difficult streaming a game so built on community and connection across the board and still manage to feel left out all the time. And that's very hard to just kind of sit with and come to terms with, that is the kind of space you're in, is that you're just trapped in your own bubble, and you don't get to go and meet new people, you don't get to experience things, you don't get to get out there. And I know that's probably a me thing, and if it is, I'd love to be able to be told what I should be able to do. But like, I see other creators and fans forming tight groups, and there's inside jokes everywhere, and they're able to go to events and they do collabs with each other, and it just always feels like, especially for the last couple of months, that I'm just on the outside looking in at everybody, even smaller content creators around me, getting to grow and expand and do things with each other, and I always just feel like I never get asked to do anything with anybody in this community. And that's, again, it's very, very difficult to feel like that in such a community that's so open and collaborative and excited about the same things. I am very well aware that it is because I am a smaller content creator. I don't have the financial means to do all the crazy things that some people are able to do, and like, even in some smaller bubbles, it's hard to see it happening. It's hard to not feel a bit left out in the community, and it just makes you feel invisible. It does. As a smaller content creator, getting to see so much happening around you, it kind of locks you into like a shell. And when you're already struggling to grow and feel seen as a creator, that loneliness makes things harder. It makes you scared to reach out. It makes you just lock up when it comes to situations like that. And it's hard because even when you're trying on social medias like Twitter or X or your streams or TikTok or whatever anybody's posting stuff on, you try to put yourself out there and you still don't manage to get the response. That just kind of kicks you. It kicks you when you're down already. It really just brings up the level of anxiety about trying to get out there and do more things. And I want to build connections with people in this community and to find a place where I belong, but where I can share my community with other people. I'm not even asking to be like, oh, I need to be a massive streamer. All I'm really feeling like, and the reason why I stopped posting so much stuff, this is just mainly a video to explain it, is like, I just want to be able to be seen by the community that I'm in, and be able to take my small community and just be able to bring them along and have fun experiences and meet other people, and then have my people talking to other people. I'm hopeful that by being honest in a video like this, and maybe some of you feel the same way, some people that might come across this will probably relate to some of the stuff I've been saying. I just want to be able to connect, because I really want us, like, that sense of community, not just for my own community, but just for myself, outside of my community, outside of my stream, which I will talk about in a minute. I will talk about you guys, any of you that might watch this video and get this far, but I don't know, it's difficult to not just feel like you're on the outside watching everybody do the stuff you want to be able to do, and you just can't. But I will now say, honestly, I want to take a moment here. It sounds like I'm crying about stuff, but I will take the time now in this video to also say a huge, huge, huge shout out to anybody who has stuck around over the last while with me, who's been around for a long time. There's a couple of people that have been there for years and years, and there's just a couple of newer people that are genuinely some of the nicest people, and you know who you are. Everybody, if you make it this far into the video and you're listening to me ramble and rant over some random DBD footage in the back there, every stream you guys join, every comment you leave on a TikTok or a video, you come into the stream and chat with me, every bit of support, it does make such a huge difference, because, like, honestly, you guys are the reason I keep showing up. Even on the tough days, I cherish getting to spend the time I can with you guys, even if I'm a bit of a grump at times. I know I am. I rage a little bit at games. I can be a little bit off at times. Genuinely, just being able to click go live on days and have some people come in and just chat to me while I play a game, it really, really, really makes so much of a difference. Like, basically, like, every single stream and video idea that I ever thought about, or anything I've ever posted, I've tried so much stuff, and every one of you guys, you've made every piece of what I've done, every stream, every community night we've done, every birthday stream that I've ever done, any TikTok I post, any video like this where I just ramble for a while, every bit of it you guys make so much more enjoyable and meaningful to me, because it means that I get that little part of me where somebody is recognizing that I'm doing something and I'm trying something and I'm trying to enjoy what I'm doing. And it's not just about numbers or growth either. I'm not like, oh, I need to have loads and loads of numbers and I need loads and loads of people in my chat. It's about those, it's just about connections in this community. It's about my own community and the Dead by Daylight community. Like, I've had so many laughs, so many weird conversations, so many fun conversations, and the community we've built, my guys, or any of you who come true, the community that I've built has genuinely meant so much to me, and the support means more than I could ever really put into words. And I am very grateful for everybody that watches my stuff or comes by stream and just talks to me or comes to hang out with me, play games in the evenings, whatever it might be. It genuinely means a lot to me, because I will be open about this. Streaming hasn't been easy for the past year for me in general, not even just in a sense of I feel like I'm outside of things, or I'm outside of the Dead by Daylight community, or whatever it is. There's been stretches where it feels like no one's showing up or engaging, and that's tough to handle sometimes. Sometimes it feels like the numbers of my own little bubble get low sometimes, and that is very difficult to deal with. And it's like being stuck in a hole when you have your own group, and sometimes it still doesn't feel like it's popping. And that's not entirely on the people that are in my community, it's just my own head telling me that, oh, I need to be doing better, or I need to be doing whatever it is. And I know I'm not alone in this feeling. I know there's plenty of people that stream that feel the same way that I do, and I know there's people in my own community that stream that feel the same way that I do right now. But it's still a very lonely place to be. It's very lonely and very hard to just understand and to be able to deal with when you're trying to do something and enjoy the company of people, and it also doesn't feel fun sometimes. And I will say this as well, I struggled very badly with my mental health over Christmas this year. I had some family situation going on at the end of last year, my own mental health issues when it comes to, like, Christmas. It happens every year. I have a really bad stint, and then on top of it I had family issues. It was hard to just click go live for a very long time during Christmas and after Christmas. And some days I just did it just to be on and to be seen. And I know people were asking when I was missing for a while or for like a couple of weeks I'd be gone, and people would be asking. Honestly, it was so nice being able to click go live and just have people show up and ask how I was doing, or if I was kind of not in the best of moods and I was just playing the games, people would be there. And honestly, on top of it, with everything that was going on during Christmas and feeling so weird about the Dead by Daylight community, something that did really keep me going and on top of my community was the fact that I played variety games that I really enjoyed over the last while. I got to play Silent Hill 2 on stream, a game that literally means more to me than I could even put into words. I got to play Doom: The Dark Ages, and so many people came by and they were so hyped for it, and there was a lot of just nice vibes around it. And then right now, as I'm recording this video and finishing recording the video, I'm in the middle of playing Death Stranding 2, and I genuinely am just having the best time just playing it. And people are coming by, they're having fun with it, they're asking me about it. They might miss a couple of bits and they come in and ask me what happened, and I try my best to explain it. And it has been really beneficial for not just only my own mental health when it comes to streaming, but also to motivate myself. Being able to say, right, I'm not feeling very comfortable in Dead by Daylight right now, or I don't feel very seen in Dead by Daylight as a community right now, and being able to say, hey, I want to play this game, and some of you lot being able to come by and still want to hang out, that means a lot more to me than having 100 people come in and talk to me about DBD but not care about what I'm doing. Like, it reminds me, these type of streams where I play story games or I play something that's a bit different, it reminds me why I love gaming so much, and the immersion, the stories, the feeling of accomplishment, the conversations with people asking me about something that I care about. Like when I was playing Silent Hill 2, there was so many people that came in and asked me about it and wanted to hear my opinion on it, and that means a lot to me, and that's not something I get very often when it comes to Dead by Daylight. I get people that want to talk around me. I feel like not only in the Dead by Daylight community, I don't really get to be involved in a lot of conversations, and then in some situations it feels like people come in to chat to each other and not to me or ask me about the game. It feels like no matter, and I know this is a good thing and a negative, it's a positive and a negative. It's a positive that anybody who comes by doesn't care what I'm playing and they'll watch me play whatever I want to and whatever makes me comfortable. But then at the end of the day, there's sometimes I wish they wanted to talk about the game and they cared that I was playing Dead by Daylight, because then it would make it feel more like I'm part of the Dead by Daylight community. But that is such a minor nitpick that I have about myself. It's not anything that anybody needs to change, it's just myself. But when it came to the story games, I just got to nerd out for a couple of hours every day. And that felt very good, and it took me out of the negative headspace when it came to streaming. It was very nice, and I'm glad if any of you who came by and wanted to witness and endure it, thank you for it, and I'm also very, very sorry for it. But now I really want to talk about something towards the end of the video now that I'm going to stick to this time. Trust me. So basically, I want to break this cycle of feeling stuck. I want to get consistent with my content. I really want to start building a steady schedule on streams, which I will be getting to once Death Stranding is done, and actually just basically show up for everybody that's there. I want to, but most of all, for myself. I want to be able to do this for myself, not just keep saying I'm doing it for everybody else and all of you, and I'm going to make sure there's a schedule and I'll post stuff. I want to be able to do this for me. But I am going to need some help with this. When it comes to getting consistent and posting things and getting the motivation, I'd love to hear what kind of content you guys want. Like, mainly my community or anybody that comes by now and maybe wants to have the conversation and help me along. Like, what do you enjoy watching? Or anything I could even do better. I know I'm very limited, but if there's anything I could even do better, drop your thoughts in the comments or message me on Discord or just get into the conversation with me about what I could do, because this community means a lot to me. And I do want to create content that puts me out there and also just gives the people in my bubble more. So I just want to say I can't say this enough. Thank you to everybody who has stuck around, supported me, cheered me on over the last couple of years, especially over these last couple of months where it's been really, really difficult. And your support keeps me going, even when I feel like I'm alone on this. It really does. Everybody that comes by, it really means the world to me. Before I wrap up, I want to just talk about one last thing that I think would be really cool, and I keep talking about it, and I want to share this idea I've been thinking about for a very long time. And some of you in the community are going to be all over me now that I say this. I love movies. I love movies very, very much. I love talking about them. I love reviewing them. I love watching them. I love just getting into them, sharing opinions, recommendations, all of that. And the podcast was my feed for that. But now that that's kind of gone now, and I don't think we'll be going back to doing the podcast at all. I'd love to, but I don't think that's something that's going to happen. I'm thinking about maybe I could start posting some movie related content on here, or possibly make a second channel. And if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know. Genuinely, I'd be down to do anything, even if it's just talking about movies or doing a little podcast type thing myself where I do whatever or bring people on to talk with me. Like, I'd love to do that. And if you want to see me dive into that, just let me know. Talk to me about it. Tell me, should I do another channel? Should I post that kind of stuff on here? I honestly, any kind of recommendation when it comes to something like that, I'm very open to listening to right now. But anyway, I'm going to say thank you for sticking with me through all of it, through the last couple of months, through this long ass video now where I've basically been ranting. I'm committing from here as well. I'm putting this down in the video, so if I slack, I can get called out for. I am now committing to posting at least one video a week, and I'm going to aim for every single Thursday starting today, because this video will be posted on a Thursday. All I want from this is I want to be able to grow. I want to be able to connect with other people, not only in my own community a little bit more, because I know over the last while, since Christmas, I haven't been the best at being more available for people in my own community. I had a very long Christmas, and I didn't really pick myself back up into it. And I want to be able to connect to the Dead by Daylight community, and I want to be able to create something to just, I don't know, something meaningful for myself, which is this kind of Dead by Daylight content, that I want to be in this space. But I want something that the community are proud of, something that I can put out there and people are like, oh my god, this is really good, or I really enjoyed this, or communication, a conversation to come out of anything that I kind of post. That's mainly, I feel like, the kind of reaction I want from this. Maybe I'll post this and I'll get like 8 views and nobody will watch it, and I'll just be like kicking myself. But I think that's everything I kind of want to talk to you guys about. I wanted to put this out there. I haven't posted in, I think it was like 6 months, 8 months maybe even. It's been a long time now since I posted a video, and everything I've said in this kind of covers the ground of why. And it hopefully makes sense to some of you that are part of the community that maybe will watch this. I know it's a bit of a longer video and it's mainly just me talking. The gameplay is just there for filler in the background. But I felt like if I was going to come back to posting weekly, I needed to start with a, hey, here's what's been going through my head properly for the last couple of months. Basically, we're in June. The video will probably come out in July. So we're in July. Since Christmas, November, October of last year, it's been really difficult. I've also just gotten into a new relationship that a lot of you guys will know about because you're part of the community and it's somebody from the community, and that's all new, and that's a lot of things to deal with and a lot of spinning plates at the same time. So I don't know, I just wanted to put this out there, and if any of you guys have made it this far, I really appreciate listening to me just rambling. I guess for now, I'm just going to have to say I'll leave it there. I really hope that this comes across, and maybe they'll expand out into the Dead by Daylight community, and I'll have some nice conversations with some people, and I'll get out there. Hopefully this will bring all of that kind of stuff on, but I guess I'll catch you guys next week for the next video, because I am staying on track. And yeah, take care guys. I will see you guys next week with something a little bit more just DBD related. Bye!